가버린 once again the cross. They could shoot and it's in!
It's that multi-back guy Fran who gets inside and gets a shot past the goalkeeper. Wonderful work from Fran.
From the right side, the shot and the goal! Just moments away from a semifinal between the home team FC America Spurs here in Winter Park, Florida, and the visiting Harbor City FC. They make the trip from Melbourne, Florida. Good evening, everybody. Spencer Bohm with you here on Vader Media. Glad you are with us. This should be an exciting one. And as we get ready to start, we'll go ahead, give you the starting lineups, beginning with the home team, FC America Spurs. Number 1, Eduardo Tinoco. Number 6, Kwesi Caesar. Number 8, Will Centeno. Number 10, Pedro Vieira. Number 11, Justin Nelson. Number 12, Chris Dillon. 19, Aristis Colis. 20, Sibas Alvarez. 22, Jose Facuse. 26, Tomas Cardona. And 69, Noah Tatlongari. For Harbor City FC, number 2, Ian Layton. 4, Logan Collins. 5, Tomas Casas. 10, Jordan Snell. 12, Andy Bennett. 14, Diego Sanders. 16, Sam Layton. 25, Austin Brinkley. 33, Gene Lewis. 19, Micah Smoke, the goalkeeper. Number 0, Koa Webb. And again, you're seeing those starters for FC America Spurs here. They've had the better season. They're 8-2-2, but certainly nothing to snooze at for Harbor City FC. 5-1-6. A lot of draws. They play a gritty style of soccer. And the winner today will take on against OFC Barca, who beat Gosa earlier today. Again, this is the 8-team regional, the Florida Central Regional, with the winner of this regional making it to the UPSL playoffs. The spring season playoffs. And boy, both of these teams have had some successes in recent times. And by the way, you'll see in just a moment, but the kits today for FC America Spurs, they'll be in the red with the blue shorts on your screen. Just north of Orlando, Lake Mary High School is where this one is taking place. 27 minutes north of downtown Orlando, Florida. Hakeem Flemings coaches FC America Spurs, and Doug Bonney leads the way for Harbor City FC. FC America finished second in the regular season, and Harbor City third in this region. So these teams are very close. Again, you heard the records just moments ago. They've already played once during the regular season. That was back in April, a 2-2 draw. And in the previous round, the first round of this 8-team regional, FC America defeating Royal Palms 2-1, and Harbor City beating Seminole Fire 5-2. Harbor City FC made the last edition of the UPSL playoffs back in fall 2023. FC America made it to the Open Cup in 2024. Again, Spencer Bohm with you here. Glad you are with us for what should be a thrilling match here at Lake Mary High School. Spurs in red. Harbor City FC in the dark kits. Our officiating crew with a conference at midfield. This is single elimination. Winner take all for a spot in the regional final. And again, that opponent has already been determined. We'll be keeping an eye on Justin Nelson for FC America Spurs. He's been a ridiculous goal scorer. And for Harbor City FC, Gabriel Shelton and Trey Collins. Collins, who is a reserve today, but you can expect him to play at some point during this match. It's been a warm day here in Central Florida. It was in the low 90s when I checked earlier, but it has dropped down to 76, but that humidity, 89%. Light breeze, 4 miles an hour, not much right now. Which, of course, you can bet that both these teams are thankful for that. Again, if you're just joining us, FC America in reds with the blue shorts, the dark kits belonging to Harbor City FC. They come in from Melbourne here on the road, about 30 minutes north of Orlando. Austin Brinkley lined up at midfield. We are underway. Or are we? Looks like a slight delay here to getting this action started. And so I'm sure we'll do this again. May have been an issue with the ball in question. Or perhaps they're just warming up. No issues with the weather, it would seem. Again, 76 degrees, partly cloudy. Precipitation is at 30%, so that shouldn't be an issue or a delay to this one starting. Now we are officially underway with the tee-off from Austin Brinkley from midfield. Harbor City FC controls first and operates right to left. So they will work from the back line here. And you see number 19 there. That's Micah Smoke. A lot of Melbourne natives on this Harbor City FC squad, which made it to the UPSL playoffs, the last edition. As they go for the long ball, it's going to be intercepted by FC America. So they get their first possession of the day. Chris Dillon here threads the needle and able to get it to Will Centeno. Offloading it to the far side here in the first minute. Patience on offense. Back to Dillon. Getting some defensive pressure. Able to keep it in bounds to Sebas Alvarez. And it's tapped out. And will go the way of Harbor City FC. So throw in coming in here for Gene Lewis, number 33, there on your screen for the visiting team. Header goes awry and is banked the other way, couple of trades. This is a battle that could be physical. This is a battle that could be close the entire way through. Head of steam for Logan Collins, but a bit too much mustard on the rolling ball. A throw in here for CFL Spurs, as they're also known as, FC America. A lot of physical play here along the sideline. A lot of defense. Logan Collins looking to control. Best position for either team so far through these first couple of 60-second periods. That one's going to roll out along the end line. Let's see what this set piece is. Good pressure there from Harbor City FC. We take a look at the replay. Logan Collins there. Nice slide there by the defense. And they're going to have to adjust the goal, it would seem. Turns out it'll be a penalty. So on that slide, a foul was committed. And a penalty kick coming up here for Logan Collins. This is a huge early development. Logan Collins, who has played collegiately at Florida Tech, same city that Harbor City FC make the trip from, lets it go, and it's saved. Wow, what a job. Caromed the other way. We remain at a 0-0 deadlock here at Lake Mary High School in Winter Park, Florida. A thrilling start to this one as expected. And you saw the foul there. I think that may have been 69, Tatlongari. And then the save there from the keeper on the other side. And FC America Spurs have kept this one 0-0 after an early threat from Harbor City FC. FC America haven't had the ball much through these first few minutes, but it is early. FC America obviously had to wait for Harbor City to start with it. And you could see the defense pressuring here near that back line. Good job to avoid it first for FC America. And intercepted there, didn't catch the number, but Harbor City FC have it back on a throw-in. So controlling this one early, Harbor City FC. Logan Collins missed the free kick in the fourth. It was saved. Once again, a lot of play here along the sideline. They take their time on the throw-in. A lot of bodies near that football end zone. The American football end zone, that is. Again, Eduardo Tinoco with that fantastic save. He's the one in goal for FC America Spurs. Take a look at that. Perfection. And maybe a bit of a misread there on the kick. As here's a chance for Sebas Alvarez. It's a loose ball, but there's no backup for him. And so Koa Webb, the keeper in white for Harbor City FC, with the long ball away, and they'll have to reset near midfield, will FC America Spurs. Tatlangari. They're at the back line. Now working the sideline at midfield, looking for a lane. Tight defense here from Harbor City FC. Biggest thing right now for FC America Spurs on those trips down the field, they've got to find a way to have more options available. They might only need one. Alvarez, chip shot, he'll score! They had him downfield earlier. He was well defended, but that time had a wide open crease, and it's 1-0 FC America. Sebas Alvarez, native of Colombia, gets the first goal on the board. We've had a lot of action through these first 7 minutes and counting in Winter Park, Florida. The saved penalty kick from Collins and the save made by Tinoco. And then just minutes later, the Alvarez shot. It is still early. And Harbor City FC have been the better possessing team, at least in the early going in this match. You can see tight defense here from FC America. Long ball, chance here. Logan Collins missed the PK earlier, looks for space. Well defended. Into the red, and banks it off a defender to set up a set piece here for Harbor City FC. It'll be the first corner of the day, and it will come here likely in the 9th minute. Another attacking third set piece here for Harbor City. I believe this is Logan Collins who tees this one off for the visiting team. A ricochet in the wrong direction, and nice job there by Alvarez to keep it going the other way for FC America. Getting it back though, Gene Lewis. Open space, that one's knocked down there by Tinoco. Boy, he's had a good start to the game so far. Trying to wrestle it away from Andy Bennett. Is back the other way. Collins defending. Collins now in position. Collins across. Attempted header, and Tinoco dives on it. Don't think that would have gone anyways off the head of 25, Austin Brinkley. But boy, this offense is pressing here for Harbor City FC. They've been the victim of a breakaway goal. Nice job there by Tinoco. And then you see Collins here on that cross. Tinoco, it wouldn't have gone in most likely, but a nice heads-up play there by him to put a stop to the action. And here in the 10th minute, boy, we've had an entertaining one. I thought this one would be entertaining, but this one has been better than expected so far. A saved penalty kick back in what I believe was the third or fourth minute. And then the Alvarez goal in the 7th, and it's 1-0. And we're still early in this one, in this elimination game. There's that back line. You see 19 Micah Smoke, part of it. Long ball. They were looking for Collins. And taken down. Saw Dylan in there defensively with that counter header moments ago. FC America maybe trying for another long ball. They're looking for Pedro Vieira, but they can't get him that time. They get it back. Looking for Alvarez again. He's got a one-on-one foot race. This should be won by the defender in question. However, can Alvarez get it back? Maybe force a corner. Let's see. And it looks like it'll be a simple goal kick here for Harbor City FC. Nice job defensively there along their back line from erasing up, as it's been trouble to say the least for Harbor City. He's had 3 chances, not shots, but 3 chances now here in these first 11 minutes, and he's converted on one of them with a long shot that had no chance of missing, it seemed, based on the way the play unfolded. And so far, it would appear that's been the strategy for FC America. Move the ball downfield to Alvarez, whereas Harbor City FC have been more patient in developing their plays, and they've done a good job to force set pieces down in the attacking third, but have come up empty up to this point. And we'll see if the strategies change as this match moves on. You see Tomas Casas drawing up the foul there against FC America. And other than the penalty kick, one of our only fouls today, which is a bit surprising the way this one has unfolded. So now back to Micah Smoke. They start from midfield here. Intercepted. Fukuse has it. Gives it up. Errant pass. Harbor City FC have drawn 6 times this season. Here's another long one. Vieira downfield. Alvarez an option. And in front of everybody and out of bounds. So you saw them take another chance on a ball from midfield. Alvarez was there. That could have been trouble for Koa Webb. But defended well by Harbor City FC. Maybe a second chance here for FC America. They're off the foot of Fukuse back towards midfield. Fukuse will survey. Trying to sidestep around Brinkley. That's intercepted. Off the foot of Bennett towards the sideline. And looked like that was mishandled by Ian Layton. So FC America will take over. Long ball. Big part of the strategy today. Chris Dillon now. Goes back. And a high flying cannon. I think that one went over the goalpost there. That's off the foot, I believe, of 19 there in red. Orestes Colis, the Greece native for FC America. You see Harbor City FC employing that more traditional, more modern backline approach here. FC America, they tend to start in that as this match has gone on, but then they go for the long ball once they get to around midfield. It's not always the long ball. Sometimes they may employ another strategy, but a couple of times we've seen them go down to Alvarez. Again, just to set up, if you're just joining us, how we've gotten to this point, Sebas Alvarez, the goal for FC America in the 7th. And that Logan Collins saved PK by Tinoco in either the 3rd or the 4th. Collins across, and that's maybe a shot, and that's going to go into the waiting arms of Eduardo Tinoco. Well, I tell you, they've had some chances in front of the net, as we've talked about before, have Harbor City FC, but nothing that Tinoco hasn't been able to come up with. And that's not to discredit any of his performances either today or this season, but not the most threatening looks on goal with the exception of the PK. So far, Harbor City FC need to find a way, and they've got plenty of time, but they need to find a way to get that perfect shot. And I say they have plenty of time, but the way that FC America have been attacking, who knows? 17th minute in Winter Park, Florida. Round 2 of the Florida Central region. Winner plays in the final for a chance to compete in the UPSL Spring 2024 playoff. Dylan goes long, chested to the ground. A lot of pinballing. You see Justin Nelson there in 11 getting involved. He's been the top goal scorer this year for FC America. He's been ridiculous to say the least. Fantastic talent from Jamaica. Maybe a bit of a surprise to see him not getting as involved early on. One of the starting 11 for the home team. Some tripping there. And another set piece off the foul. This has been a fascinating match to watch. Smoke drifts it to Casas. They look back to Casas again and into the sky. Last touched by a member of Harbor City. Got a throw-in coming here from the back line. Vieira tried to make a play on it. Back to Harbor City. Deep off the free kick, redirected. Gene Lewis lost it, trying to win it back. He can't. Nice defense. They look long, can't find anyone. Andy Bennett the other way for Harbor City. And now, Sam Layton into traffic and out of bounds. It belongs to FC America. Here in the 20th. Harbor City win it back. Off of Lewis. Pressing defense from FC America. Patience from Harbor City. Snell with the trade. He's got it back. They give it up again. And great defense here during this sequence by FC America. Harbor City now will work from midfield. Again, employing patience here. It's tough when you're trying to work a more deliberate ball with how much the Spurs are pressing here. We'll see if they can find a crease. Now they'll rush it. It's still in play. It's high on a cross and going to be defended there, I believe, by Chris Dillon. This should set up a corner here for Harbor City. This will be their second, and this one will be in the 22nd minute. Here goes. Back the other way. In traffic. Player down, no foul. Defense comes up for FC America. They go to the long ball. They've got a man downfield. That's Vieira. And it's out of bounds. Well defended by Harbor City. Trying to avoid being victimized by another coast-to-coast play. And the throw-in coming up here for Dillon. Dillon to Vieira. Vieira is down. No foul. Two more players collide. And that'll stop play here in the 23rd. Free kick by Smoke initially. We're back underway. Harbor City FC really pressured early. Had that penalty kick in the fourth that got saved. Again, this match could look very different right now. They had the attempted header by Brinkley as well that went awry. Since then, they're having a little bit more trouble here in the attacking third. They're able to get it there very frequently, but it's a tight man-to-man defense being employed by FC America. Casas. Off to the side, long ball, and Tinoco comes up with that one. Not much trouble for him. FC America will start from the back line. Some trouble. Men down, and we get the whistle. That's a foul, and let's see. I think that's a foul against Collins. Or maybe the man marking him, I should say. Well, let's see. Nope, it was Collins. And a yellow going to be shown. Let's see the number there. I think that yellow will be shown against Jordan Snell. Here's Collins. Harbor City pressing on the attacking third. Redirected. And the offside flag will be raised there against FC America here in the 31st. So the free kick coming up here for Harbor City. Again, a recap if you're just joining us. About the 3rd or the 4th minute, the Logan Collins penalty kick that got saved by Eduardo Tinoco. And then in the 7th, Sebas Alvarez for FC America responding with that missed chance by Harbor City with a goal of his own. And that's how it's 1-0. Could be 1-1, but 1-0 here in Winter Park, Florida. Looks like we may have a hydration break here, potentially. But here's that play we were talking about earlier. You see the foul by Tatlangari. Collins lined up. And a great, great read by Tinoco. And then now to Alvarez again. Now there's that shot from Alvarez moments ago. What a day he's had. Had a few chances down the line as the players make their way back onto the field. But just a perfect coast-to-coast goal. FC America have been rather aggressive at times today, and it has worked out for them so far. So moments ago, the offside called against FC America, and we are back underway after a short pause in the action, again, presumably for some hydration. It is in the upper 70s, but that humidity is brutal. It was at 89 degrees, or 89%, pardon me, when we began this match. Smoke loads it away. Here's Casas surveying. Slight pressure from FC America. Now a chance for some steam here for Harbor City. Gapper is going to be intercepted. Here's Dylan. Dylan having to go back, and he says, hey, take this one to the keeper. Out of bounds. And this one to Harbor City. Smoke gets rid of it. Roller, caromed, nobody there. Everybody seems to be where they need to be for FC America. over the last several minutes. And a match that has been physical really from the start, as Webb has to pick that one up against a racing Justin Nelson. We talked about him being the dominant goal scorer this season for FC America. That could have been his first real crack at it. Bit of a quiet period here in this match. Seen some flashes, like maybe that one. Keeper is out of the box. A man is down. This could be trouble, depending on what we get out of this one. Let's check the replay here. I think that was Collins. And he falls down there. Tinoco, the keeper, with some contact. And we've got another PK coming up. A chance for Harbor City FC to avenge the saved PK that happened very early in this one, and also a chance to equalize. And this time, 25, Austin Brinkley against the keeper, Eduardo Tinoco, who already has one PK save this evening. So here we go. Harbor City have done it. Austin Brinkley finds the left side, gets the equalizer. We're knotted at 1 in Winter Park, Florida. And it all started with that foul by the keeper. So a fresh match in the waning minutes of half number 1. And for everything that Tinoco has done today, namely the PK save back in either the 3rd or the 4th minute, it seems to have been wiped away by his commitment of the foul inside the 18. You know FC America will work aggressively here as they get ready for the corner. Believe this is their first corner of the day. We've seen a couple for Harbor City. It's been a lead for the Spurs for a while. And that one off the chest of Vieira in red. So that'll be a goal kick coming up here for Harbor City. Sometimes that will happen when your defense plays so tough in the opponent's attacking third. And you see that foul just moments ago that led to the equalizer of the PK from Brinkley. So a goal in the 7th by Alvarez, and then Brinkley in the 38th. FC America striking first and Harbor City with the response. About 31 minutes apart. Here is Brinkley, looking around, trying to find someone. Good patience there, finding an uncovered man. This is Ian Layton. Offloads it. Patient touches here for Harbor City. Now having to speed up a little bit. It's out of bounds. Last touch by a member of the Spurs. Throw-in coming up here, the last 5 minutes of regulation. Wouldn't be surprised if we have at least 2 or 3 minutes of stoppage time, maybe even more. Did have that short break a little while ago, and certainly that has to be factored in, as well as some of the set pieces we've had. A lot of red jerseys in the defending third for the Spurs. Nice takeaway here by Lewis. And actually, it looks like it'll be a throw-in for him, so starting from midfield, approximately Harbor City FC. Taken away. Nelson, he's got speed. Nelson couldn't get it past the keeper. And it's the other way. Alvarez, across, deflected. Boy, the spurts of drama brought forth by the Spurs. Justin Nelson misplayed it. And actually, I'm not sure that was Nelson. I think that may have been Caesar. But either way, it's an empty trip down the pitch. And still knotted at 1. And that long ball high. No touches. Goal kick coming up here for Harbor City. This will be Koa Webb. Actually, one of his teammates. That's a long ball. Maybe trying to press the issue again. And a foul. That's committed by the Spurs. And correction, I think that may have been Harbor City who committed it. Indeed it was. It's a free kick from the back line. Tatlongari. We'll see if FC America look for the breakaway play. They do, but nobody there. Maybe a chance here. They thread the sideline. Vieira. Alvarez available for a cross. They can't find him. And it's Harbor City the other way. Fakusi. Back to midfield. And it's taken away by the road team. This will be a throw-in here for Harbor City. Here in this UPSL Florida Central Regional semifinal. Both these teams 2 victories away from a trip to the national playoffs. And it has been everything we signed up for in terms of the entertainment value, the quality of this match. Caesar dials it deep, well defended there by 5, Tomas Casas, the Argentina native. Stoppage time. We're now in that territory as we await the official word on how long that will be. Yellow card will be shown. And let's see if we get that number here. He's facing away from us right now, but maybe it was Collins. Let's see. Guessing it was Logan Collins on the yellow, number 4, based on what I saw there, but not entirely certain. But we'll keep an eye on that as this match progresses. The second yellow that we've had issued today, both of them have been against Harbor City FC. So we are in stoppage time. FC America with a free kick just across midfield. Trying to break this 1-1 tie. They had a lead for about half an hour, did FC America. Alvarez, the 7th-minute goal, followed by the Brinkley PK for Harbor City in the 38th. We are now back underway as we continue stoppage time. Here's a long one into a crowd, well defended by Harbor City. Spurs retreat back to midfield. Down on the ground is Dillon. Interesting moment maybe coming up off of that one. Unless this is the end of the first half, the end of stoppage time, which it is. And we are in halftime. A thriller in Winter Park, Florida, on the campus of Lake Mary High School. FC America Spurs 1, Harbor City FC 1. We go to halftime. This is a live presentation of UPSL Soccer provided by Vader Media.
Recovery, once again the cross, they could shoot, and it's in!
That guy Fran, he gets inside and gets a shot past the goalkeeper. Wonderful one from Fran.
Malcolm on the right side, the shot and the goal! recovery. Once again the cross. They could shoot. And it's in!
As that goes round, he gets inside and gets a shot past the goalkeeper. Wonderful one from Brad.
On the right side. The shot and the goal. Martin, Nico collection with the recovery. Once again the cross. They could shoot. And it's in!
As that goes round, he gets inside and gets a shot past the goalkeeper. Wonderful one from Brad.
On the right side. The shot and the goal. Martin, Nico collection with the recovery. Once again the cross. They could shoot. And it's in!
As that goes round, he gets inside and gets a shot past the goalkeeper. Wonderful one from Brad.
On the right side. The shot and the goal. Martin, Nico collection with the recovery. Once again the cross. They could shoot. And it's in!
As that goes round, he gets inside and gets a shot past the goalkeeper. Wonderful one from Brad.
On the right side. The shot and the goal. recovery. Once again, the cross. They could shoot, and it's in!
That guy Fran, who cuts inside and gets a shot past the goalkeeper. Wonderful work from Fran.
Pass over the right side. The shot and the goal.
Glad you are with us here for the UPSL Florida Central Regional Semifinals between FC America Spurs and Harbor City FC. I'm Spencer Bohm. Thank you so much for joining us as we get set for our second 45 and change in what's been an entertaining match so far. Harbor City FC had the first chance, either the third or fourth minute. Logan Collins with the PK that got saved by Eduardo Tinoco. And then the seventh, Sebas Alvarez for FC America with the opener. And the response by 25, Austin Brinkley on the PK. And he was fouled by the aforementioned keeper, Eduardo Tinoco, to set up that penalty kick. And so here we go. A thriller in Central Florida. Harbor City FC making the trip from Melbourne near the coast. Underway, FC America right to left wearing the red kits. A lot of bodies downfield for Harbor City FC, as they seem to be maybe a little bit more ready for the downfield attack, which has worked well for FC America today. Matter of fact, that's how they scored their lone goal in the seventh. Was on a somewhat coast-to-coast attack, if you will. Here's Will Centeno. Trades it here along the back line for FC America. Here at Lake Mary High School, just under 30 minutes north of downtown Orlando, Florida. Jose Facusi. And here's Cal Wayne, 25, who has entered the match. Appears to be a halftime substitute for FC America. Into traffic. Cleared. Nice job by Harbor City. That could have been a dangerous moment here early in the second half. Looks like a yellow has been shown toward the bench, maybe. Either the bench or a member of the coaching staff. It's our third booking of the day. It appears that all have been against Harbor City. So, a little bit chippy here in the early going in the second half. Very physical play between these two squads as we've moved through. And another yellow. And that time they got, we'll see. Not entirely sure who they got that time, but does appear to be another Harbor City yellow. Long ball. And this will set up maybe a corner, maybe a throw-in. That's close. And all that being said, Harbor City will regain the ball. 50th minute underway. Tatlangari going to the far sideline. FC America are pressing. Near side, Cal Wayne. Cal Wayne he played at Chicago State collegiately. Again, one of the subs here for FC America. Out of bounds in favor of Harbor City. Spurs win it right back off the throw-in. Cal Wayne. Maybe a chance for Vieira. He angles it into the waiting arms of a diving keeper, Koa Webb. Nice job by Webb reading the play. Looked like a baseball slider there coming off of the foot of Vieira, the native of Brazil. Back the other way, FC America. Once again, a collision. No foul called. Vieira looks. And that one is poked away from Justin Nelson, the Jamaican native who I believe will be a rising freshman at Rollins, just outside of Atlanta. All that being said, it looks like he was the last one to make contact with it, so a goal kick here for Harbor City. And here it is from Koa Webb. Putting some power on that one. Casas fighting along the back line. It's really been all Spurs here in the second half so far. Fakuse goes deep, but nobody home. And Webb waits for that one, well outside of his own box. Long ball once again for a Harbor City team. We saw them work from the back line a lot back in that first half. Centeno going deep. Let's see what FC America will do here. They've been the better possessing team here to begin the second half. Maybe a chance for Harbor City to put some pressure on, but a bit of a stall there. Down goes number 20, Bryson Smith, who has subbed into the match. And he draws up the free kick off the foul. Maybe a chance here. Ian Layton threading the sideline. That looks like Smith with that cross, but nobody is home. And Harbor City will come up empty on its first real potential chance here of this second half. Nelson, he's got a 1-on-2. Nelson sidestepping. He fires, and it's well wide. Well defended, but a bit of a dangerous spot, though, if you're Harbor City, knowing how dangerous Nelson has been this season. Goal kick for the team visiting from Melbourne, Florida. Casas comes up with it, wedged, and gets rid of it. And was taken away by Cal Wayne. Maybe a chance here. Derek Notardonato, who has checked in, number 17 in the dart kit. See him getting involved. This is Vieira. Already has a shot today. And now along the far sideline. They've got Alvarez as an option. Maybe a shot instead. Alvarez can't follow up with it. Hits in front of the net. No goal. 1-1 your score. Dangerous sequence downfield. Could have been huge if maybe that cross were a little bit lower. So still knotted up at 1. It was a draw last time these teams met back in April. April 7th, right here at Lake Mary High School. A lot of familiarity for Harbor City playing here on this pitch. Harbor City FC, they make the trip from Melbourne, about an hour, 8 minutes southeast of Orlando, near the coast. And as I talk about them, a chance maybe. Nope, it's out of bounds. That was off the leg there of Aiden O'Hara, another sub. Fun fact about O'Hara, number 28 there in the dark kit. Played for Colorado State University Pueblo in the NCAA Division II Final Four game, which his squad won against Tomas Casas, number 5 for Harbor City. That was CSU Pueblo against Florida Tech. Corner here in the 57th minute for Harbor City. They've done a good job of engineering set pieces today. That's how they've scored their only goal. A little bit of trouble there in a crowd. And now going the other direction. Nelson going deep and caromed the other way. Vieira's an option. He's going to take it off the loose ball. He's got Nelson available, but he cannot get out of the thick defense provided by Harbor City. No breakaway there for FC America. This humid evening in Central Florida. "75 degrees, the humidity at 93%. Barely any wind at Lake Mary High School. Free kick here off the foul. Harbor City FC controlling as the 58th winds down. Dangerous sequence. Alvarez in the area. They had to get it away from him. It's going to be a throw in here. No harm done there by Harbor City. Still knotted up at 1 goal apiece. The 7th minute by Alvarez for FC America. And the 38th off the PK by Austin Brinkley. And remember that Harbor City FC have actually had 2 penalty kicks today, only converting on 1. Wilson Teno trades, drifts it off to the sideline. Long ball, and a chance. And it goes away there. That was 8 in red for FC America. Will Centeno, who actually played at Lake Mary High School. Also spent time with Rollins, not too far from here. But comes up empty there on the opportunity. And in the 60th, we're knotted at 1. They'll press on the free kick and then some. Caesar took it away initially. Maybe a chance here for Colas. Into traffic. Nelson standing by, but that one was nowhere near him. And now it's a corner here in the 61st for the Spurs. They led from the 7th to the 38th. Did CFL Spurs. Long ball, and there is nobody there for FC America. That went into the gap, and it's out of bounds. Goal kick coming up here for Harbor City. Taken away by Vieira. Vieira! He's got it! Two-one. Pedro Vieira, the Brazil native, puts it in. And in retrospect, only feels like it was a matter of time before he got one. He's been very active today. So there you go. FC America have retaken the lead. Maybe looking for another. As there is a foul here committed by Harbor City FC. Let's see the replay here. May have been 5. And if so, that would have been Casas. And so a free kick coming up here in a somewhat advantageous position. It's going to be about 36 yards away from the goal. Again, just moments ago, Pedro Vieira putting one in the right side of the net to give FC America the lead back. Caesar will tee this one off and go for the short ball toward the sideline. Here's a long one. Nobody there for the cross, and it's going to go out of bounds and go back to Harbor City. Will Centeno splits the gap. Finds Caesar now here along the sideline. Spurs will lose it. Maybe just for the moment, though. Here's Colas. Work back closer to midfield. Mikhail Smith from the UK is in. Number 23 in red. Saw him getting involved there just moments ago here in this sequence. Cal Wayne. This could be dangerous. Vieira towards Wayne. And deflected the other way. Nelson. Vieira. And an infraction by FC America. So looking for the 2-goal lead, and Harbor City FC may have caught a break there by the mistake from the Spurs. And they'll be able to play this one from midfield. They go deep. This is going to be Aiden O'Hara fighting for real estate along the end line. Nothing there for him as the 65th winds down. Again, the goal in about the 62nd minute by Pedro Vieira has made it a 2-1 lead here. Our first goal of the second half for either side, and it's a 2-1 lead for the Spurs. Goal kick coming up here. Off of the play out of bounds there moments ago by O'Hara. Chance for Harbor City. That chance taken away. Here's Caesar. Guarded by Casas, able to get it forward. Maybe a chance for FC America to add on to the lead as a player goes flying there in red, and a yellow will be shown there against the player in question. Oh no, a red card! Harbor City FC have lost one of their men. Done for the day. They're down to 10, down 2-1. See if we can get the number there. Not sure exactly who that was, as he got shown the yellow and then the red. So Harbor City FC will now have to play a 10v11 with a devastating red card in the 67th. Again, this is for a spot in the regional finals, and the winner of that one playing for a spot in the UPSL Spring 2024 tournament. Harbor City FC have been there recently. They were there last fall and certainly want to go back. Free kick coming up here for FC America. Aristis Kolis, a native of Greece. He's got backup as well if need be. And indeed, that backup will be the one to fire it, and it's above the net. So in the 68th, the free kick comes up empty. And a reminder that Harbor City FC playing a man down after the red card in the 67th minute. So what strategy you use here if you're Harbor City? Tough to decide for sure. And a tough task for head coach Doug Bonney. Again, you go back to the penalty kick in the first few minutes that was attempted by Logan Collins and saved by Eduardo Tinoco. With a score line like this, that almost becomes the main part of the story. And we know that Harbor City's lone goal was in the 38th off of a PK that equalized the match. But how different this one could be if they could have that first attempt back. Obviously, cause and effect would probably change the whole outcome of the game in general, but this could be a chance here downfield for Notardinato. But no going there, the defense provided well by FC America. And you know they would love to add another goal here with Harbor City. One man down. Caesar can't win it back. It's a nice job, and then actually a foul as well committed by the Spurs to give Harbor City the ball. And if you're Harbor City, you've got to start taking advantage of these types of set pieces. That clock will not move any more slowly. And they're down one man. They go for the long ball and head it away. Here's Vieira. He had the go-ahead goal in this half. Looking to buy space. Offloads it to the side. Downfield, this is Mikhail. And now Colas. Colas shoots. That's deflected. And goes out near the corner here in the 71st. Not quite across the end line. They have to throw this one in. Mikhail Smith. Back to Cal Wayne. Dillon. Vieira. Now here from the far side. Maybe a chance. Maybe a chance here for Harbor City to equalize. That one skips there off the foot of Notardando. And even a man down, they're certainly giving themselves looks, but not turning them into the necessary chances. About 18 minutes to go. Now some conversations being held. We'll see what happens here after these talks. Again, FC America Spurs wearing the red kits and operating right to left here. And playing with a one-man advantage after the red card in the 67th minute against Harbor City. Centeno beats out his marker, goes long, and nobody there. A two-hopper into the breadbasket of Koa Webb, the keeper. Some trouble there with Micah Smoke along the back line, but they're able to get it long. Tough defense there by FC America, no foul. They've got it back at midfield. Colis. You see Vieira there, but nowhere near it. Just over 15 minutes until we enter stoppage time. And another stop and play there, free kick for Harbor City, it would appear. They go for the long ball again. And that's Chris Dillon on the response. As FC America looking to play keep away here. Well, this could be dangerous. Zentno is trapped there by Bryson Smith. Harbor City couldn't quite keep it. Tardinato in the area, but got away from him. Here's Vieira. Some pressure here, though, from Harbor City. Centeno back to his keeper. As they'll work this one from back. Smith. Here's Caesar. Taps it. Taken away. Maybe a chance. No. Tardinato able to get it back, though. Harbor City looking to equalize. Down goes a player in red. And we see the play there. I think that may have been Casas who was involved. Free kick coming up here for FC America, which led 1-0 at the 7th. 2-1 in the 62nd. And again, a reminder, Harbor City FC down a man with the red card in the 67th, when they were already down 2-1 at that point. Doing a good job avoiding giving up what would be a very deadly goal. Chance here maybe for Smith. Smith! Smith! Oh, he might have a chance! No! Boy, he had space. And all that for naught. Defended well. And back the other way. Let's take another look. Right there. And maybe even then. Keeper went down. Made a last-second effort to try and hook it. And it's an admirable effort there from Bryson Smith, who played 5 seasons of college soccer at North Florida up in Jacksonville, and still keeping his career going strong. So we get a break here again, probably for some hydration on this very humid evening in Winter Park, and gives us a good time to recap how we've gotten where we are. Harbor City FC have had 2 PK attempts, the first one in the first few minutes, and it was Logan Collins, and it's saved by Eduardo Tinoco. And then in the 7th minute, Sebas Alvarez, number 20 in red, with the goal for FC America Spurs. They had the 1-0 lead. And then Brinkley with the penalty kick to make it 2-1. Make it 1-1, pardon me, in the 38th off a foul by the keeper, the previously mentioned keeper, Tinoco. And then in the second half, the 62nd minute goal by Pedro Vieira. Another part of the story, too, the 67th minute, the red card against Harbor City FC. Again, the winner of this plays in the Florida Central Regional Final, with the winner of that game playing in the national tournament for UPSL soccer. That clock continues to run. I assume we'll get some extra stoppage time off of this one, as we're in the 81st minute. So here we go, final 10 minutes of our regular allotted 45 in the second half, plus a few extra to come. The chances running low for Harbor City FC and FC America, which has had at least one scary moment. We had that moments ago from Smith before the break. And FC America, the Spurs there were pressing. But a set piece coming up here for Harbor City. Harbor City FC, they made the fall 2023 playoffs. They advanced to the second round. First round had a 2-1 victory over City Soccer FC. Goals came from Trey Collins and Gianluca Campanini. Trey Collins is still with the squad. He's a reserve. Not sure if he's out there right now. Also listed on the UPSL website as one of the coaches. A lot of homegrown talent on this Harbor City FC roster. A lot of Melbourne natives. A lot of guys who played for the school there in Melbourne, Division II, Florida Tech, which made it to the NCAA Final Four in Division II. As we talked about earlier, actually a couple of opponents from that squad here for Harbor City. They've got time, but that time is waning here. Good control. Leighton. They work the triangle at midfield. Some would say patience is key, but Spurs are pressing. Loose ball headed towards the 6. And that's out along the baseline. Goal kick, Harbor City. Seen a couple of scary trips downfield there for FC America, but Harbor City have had the response both times. Caesar. Through ball. Colas to the sideline. Cross into empty space. Throw in for Harbor City FC. A slight collision there along the sideline. Oh, that's going to be a red. That's going to be a red against Will Centeno. That is huge. 84th minute red, and it's now 10v10. What a break for Harbor City. You see the collision there, and the referee says that's enough. So 2 reds here in this half. 1 against each squad. And Harbor City FC will have some daylight here, with this being a 10v10 match for the rest of regulation and the upcoming stoppage time, which again you can expect to last at least a few minutes. New life for the team from Melbourne as Centeno will walk off the field that he, well, I would assume they played their soccer matches here when he went to Lake Mary High School, but can't get ahead of myself there. They may have had a different facility back then, but this is his home area, the school that he played soccer at. And here in the 86th, a new match. But again, if you're Harbor City, you don't want to dwell on it while you're playing, but after the match is over, you look at that first penalty kick that was saved, and you wonder how different this match might be. And we'll be certainly keeping an eye on how much that factors into the final result. 2-1, America Spurs, FC America Spurs with the lead. The go-ahead goal by Vieira in the 62nd minute. Red cards in the 67th and in the 84th. 17 minutes of playing a man down, and Harbor City FC have not given up a goal during that span. What a match it's been. What a fun evening it's been in Central Florida. And waiting on play to resume. Haven't had a play since Will Centeno in the 84th got kicked out with the red card. So this is over 3 minutes, it would seem, of dead time. They go deep, and right there, Tinoco, Eduardo Tinoco, who had that save early in the match on the PK, is going to come up with it. Not a bad strike by any means, but one that comes up empty for Harbor City. Oh no, a loose ball. Nice press there from Notardnato, but Tinoco with a heads-up play. Koa Webb gives it up to his man. Here's Ian Layton along the sideline. Layton, long ball. And you start to wonder if this is the strategy from now on for Harbor City. Put it as close to the attacking third as you can and see what happens. There they go again. They've got time to work with, but this defense for FC America have been difficult to work with today. Case in point. Harbor City FC working back towards the plus third. And that's off of Lewis. Back to Gene Lewis. Lewis looking to get it past Caesar. It's ricocheted back the other way. And now it may be a chance downfield. It's out of bounds, and we'll see who last made contact. That was contact made by Harbor City. FC America to throw it in. Again, expecting a decent amount of stoppage time to be added here. You had that break, which lasted a couple of minutes, I assume for hydration, and then a solid 3+ minutes after the red card, plus whatever else the officials say is necessary. So could be, a few minutes here. We'll see, though. We'll leave that up to our officiating crew. Here's Chris Dillon. Dillon offloads it. Moulton! Angel Moulton may have just put this one on ice. Three 3-1 FC America. And despite the redemption by the red card against the Spurs, Harbor City cannot overcome. 2 goals in the second half, that one in the 89th. And it will be by the reserve, number 13, Angel Moulton, native of the U.S., who gets the dagger. A big moment as FC America look to play in the title game for the region. And continue their recent postseason history. Of course, they appeared in the U.S. Open Cup in 2024. This year, that is, they played against USL 1 South Georgia Tormenta FC and fell just 1-0. And if I'm not mistaken, that Tormenta squad actually has moved on past the 3rd round. In stoppage time, and it's, again, 3-1 FC America. Goals in the 62nd and the 89th. One by Vieira and one by Moulton. And, of course, back in the 7th, the Alvarez goal. And the only goal made by Harbor City FC was the penalty kick by Brinkley in the 38th off the foul by the keeper. What a day it's been for FC America. Again, these teams drew during the regular season. And while this one isn't over, it's certainly much more difficult. Really, all that FC America have to do, should they choose so, is just work with clearances and maybe even try for another if they can get it. As you see Chris Dillon there, tripping up a little bit on his attack attempt. As stoppage time continues at Lake Mary High School. Bit of a trip there. May have gotten Dillon on the play, but either way, a free kick coming up here. A yellow will be shown as well against Chris Dillon, so yet another booking. And not too surprising. Just over an hour that separates these two teams, but right now 2 goals that separate the squads. Long ball. And away from Tinoco. A man is down. I think that's a foul against Harbor City. Comes the free kick. Maybe a chance for Harbor City. Here's a shot. Tinoco bats it away. And now, here's Osas Osara. Won't get it. Dangerous sequence. Nice job by Tinoco. And then Osara, the Germany native, trying for the response. And looks like that one touched against Malik Jones, who had come in for FC America. And there's a clearance. They'll keep it with Harbor City in pretty advantageous position with time continuing to wind here in stoppage. Down 3-1. Throw in for Ian Layton. Throws it strong. It's in the sky. It's a free ball. Off the backwards header there. Here's another shot. Tinoco again. That was Gabe Shelton, it looked like, with the shot. And Eduardo Tinoco, who's been phenomenal today, yet another one. Fifth minute of stoppage underway here in the second half. Some frustration there from Gabe Shelton. And I'm wondering what exactly happened there. Was that a red card? Because he was just in. Not that I know of. Maybe he just was frustrated about something. But either way, time continues to tick. And other than that, made PK by Harbor City FC, FC America have not given up a traditional goal. It's been a match full of drama. One that was worth the week-long wait. And one that these players will certainly remember. We're in the 6th minute of stoppage time. And this appears to be a free kick coming up here, maybe. Or maybe just a throw-in. Indeed, it will be a throw-in. It'll be for Pedro Vieira, who had the second goal of the night for the Spurs. Will this maybe actually be a corner? This is what it appears to be. And there's not a bunch formation like you might expect to try and defend and or score. Seventh minute of stoppage. They'll try to arc it around the plus third. Here's Tylen Roseman, another sub, and that's off the post. Maybe a chance for Smith. Smith patiently waits, crosses, and knocked out of bounds by Koa Webb. Why not maybe another for FC America here late in this match? Couldn't quite convert there. As we continue play. Nobody there. This is a one-on-one foot race. Don't know if they'll be able to keep it in. They will. And that may have been tapped off there of Ramel Stewart, another sub. Number 4 in red for the home team. And that will do it. We're officially through what was a chippy, at times scintillating match, one that got off to a hot start, became physical very early, and a 3-1 win for FC America Spurs over Harbor City FC. They will advance to the final round of the Florida Central region. Again, a recap of your goals. 7th minute, Sebas Alvarez for FC America. In the 38th, the PK by Brinkley off the foul by the keeper to equalize. In the 62nd, the goal by Vieira for FC America, and then one by Setno in the 84th. Each team got a red card. 2 PKs attempted by Harbor City, one early in the match that was saved. And it'll be FC America Spurs against OFC Barca, who beat Gosa for that final match that will determine who goes to the UPSL playoffs to represent this region. Again, for Vader Media, for the UPSL, I'm Spencer Bowman. Would like to thank you for joining us here tonight. Your final score from Lake Mary High School in Winter Park, Florida. FC America Spurs 3, Harbor City FC 1. This has been a live presentation of the UPSL Regional Playoffs on Vader Media. Have a good night, everybody.